Hello, welcome back to another video on the VikingGnomeAnime channel. In this video, we will be looking over whether The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses is going to be worth your time this summer 2023 anime season. Now, this is the second romcom anime I'm covering in this Is It Worth Your Time series this anime season. And, well, is it going to be worth your time? And if it is, why so? Now, firstly, I will mention that this is made by GoHands, which is a studio that, more often than not, has a very interesting, to say the least, animation style, and nothing to knock in terms of the quality. The animation looks quite good, very beautiful in some places, especially the hair animations being out of this world in certain shots, but they are known to create some very disturbing or questionable angle shots and animations and wide shots that some people find nauseating, or just disorienting, or just not fun to look at in various ways. Now, GoHands did have some of these in episode 1 of this anime, but in episode 2 it seemed to calm down a lot. So my worries about having crazy angles and shots seem to have dissipated a decent bit as of this second episode. This is of course not to say that they will not add more of these in the future episodes for the rest of the season, but it doesn't look like they are doing too much with it, as there isn't really too many weird shots they can do with this, as it is a rom-com and not some action shonen or anything along those lines. Now, for the contents of the anime itself, well, it is a rom-com, as I mentioned, and we do have a very cute sort of couple here, or potential couple, with Miya-san and Komura. Now, I do have my issues with the show in some respects. In episode 1 of my review of that, which you can see on the channel, I did heavily criticize the insane amounts of simping that we see from Komura onto Miya-san, and not simping in a, let's say, quote-unquote cute way, if that is even possible, that you sometimes see in anime, but more of an absolutely overblown, insane amount of it that, in my mind, would require an intervention from day one. Because goddamn dude, that's too much. In episode 2, however, we do not see the same amount of simping, at least not in my mind, and we do get way more of a more cute, casual, laid-back, and fun, quirky rom-com around this girl forgetting her glasses all the time. If the show keeps going in terms of episode 2, or like episode 2, and going in that direction, then I will be fairly optimistic about this show, and the quality of this show, and the enjoyment of this show. Is it going to be worth it for you, though? I mean, again, that will depend. Do you like rom-com? I mean, in that case, yes, you should definitely give it a try, as it does have potential. Do you not like rom-com? Then nothing in this anime, I think, is unique that will make you really enjoy it more than any other rom-com in the genre. The love story and romance is definitely more pronounced in this, I would say, in terms of how the relationship is developing, and way more, let's say, standard rom-com or more romance-focused anime than in, for example, My Tiny Senpai, which you can also check out my Worth It video on that. So if you like anime that is less on the pure humor side and more on the like romance focus side, where the focus is more on the romance and development of the relationship between our MCs, and all the quirky, fun things that come from that, and cute things especially that come from that, then this anime is probably going to be more up your alley this season than something like My Tiny Senpai, where yes, you do have the romance part, but it is more on the quirky, fun, light, ecchi side, I would say, than the heavy romance side, which this anime leads more into than that one. Again, I will also compliment the quality of the animation, which seems really good overall. Like, some of the shots are absolutely beautiful, and if they keep that quality up for the rest of the season, which I do believe GoHands tend to do, then this can be a very beautiful anime as well, just from a pure technical standpoint. I will say, though, that some people will not really get into this show, especially because the MC Komura is extremely sort of white knighty, simpy, and over all hills for Miya-san, and I know some people, myself included, can get tired of that after a while. So I will say that if the relationship develops in a way where he is just super white knighting all the time and just over all expectations and ludicrously doing things that people would consider simpy or addicted or just like white knighting, then some people like myself might fall off it a bit. But if they keep the theme and the progression and the plot development and character development the same way or similar to the way they did in the second episode, then I think it will be a very enjoyable, laid-back, chill, and very, very cute watch. I mean, this show is really cute. Like, it really is. Like, the small moments are very adorable, very cute, and just this sort of high school romance. It's, yeah, I mean, the theme has been done to death many times before, but with this unique, stupid quirk of her always forgetting her glasses, does make it a unique watch nonetheless, even though the genre in this area is crowded. Overall, my thoughts on this anime are positive. Overall, I am enjoying it, especially episode 2, and I think that it has a bright future ahead of it for the rest of season 1 if they keep going like this. I don't really have any outstanding criticisms of the show, and I think that as long as you're even lukewarm on rom-coms, I will give this a try. I would give this a try and recommend you at least watch episode 1 and 2, because even if episode 1 might disorient you, even if episode 1 might not feel like your jam, I think episode 2 might win you back, as it definitely did for me, getting me way more invested in it than episode 1 did. And even though this anime definitely airs more on the romance-heavy side than the comedy side, at least most of the time, you do still have some very, very funny comedic moments. In episode 2, there was one specific moment that made me spit out my coffee, so safe to say, comedy is still present, even if it is not omnipotent and around all the time. That being said, what do I think of the show? Would I recommend the show? Well, yes, as I just stated, for the majority of people here, if you're even lightly interested in rom-com or romance in general, I would definitely give it a shot, and I would give both episode 1 and 2 a shot, as you might not fall in love the most with episode 1, but episode 2 might, as I said, pull you more into the show and get you invested. If you are just not into romance, or not into high school romance, not into these, let's say, over-the-top, insanely addicted, on cloud 9, in love, MC, protagonist storylines, then I would also probably give it a skip. But in general, the show is good. That being said, I hope you got some value out of this video, and I hope you found out if it is going to be worth your time to try out this show, this anime season. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff to support this new and budding channel. I thank you in advance for your support. If you have any questions of the anime or anything else around the video, feel free to comment them below. I will answer to the best of my ability. That being said, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.